Olá, bem-vindos. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about the que construct when asking questions. In European Portuguese, you're largely going to have this. It has meaning in the sense like each word means something like que is that. But it's almost as if we were going to say, what is it that? And then the thing that we're asking about. So it's not something you can translate. It's just something that's there, and you need to be prepared for it because European Portuguese speakers insert this into most question words or most statements, most questions that involve one of the interrogative terms, like que, quando, onde, como, all of them. So it's going to come after them. It's not always going to be there. Some of them lend themselves a bit more to the usage of eke for the flow. But nonetheless, even after you understand that it's there, there are things that happen to it that really condense it and sort of abbreviate it. So in a question like, what are you doing here? O que é que estás aqui a fazer? So in reality, it's not going to sound that chopped up. It's going to sound, que é que estás aqui a fazer? Que é que, o que é que é que estás aqui a fazer? Que é que estás aqui a fazer? So the estás, you'll notice, is also a bit condensed there because it's all this idea about efficiency and flow. Nobody's thinking about this stuff. It's just what happens over time as you get comfortable with the sounds and the language. You'll start to notice it as soon as you start picking up on these little tiny things that perhaps are missing in your understanding of European Portuguese. The way that it sounds, right? In text, I think it's not as complicated. It makes a little bit more sense. But nonetheless, in speech, it becomes complicated when you start hearing these things in there. É que, onde é que vamos? Where are we going? Onde é que vamos? Onde vamos definitely is sufficient to ask that question, but you're not going to hear it that way. Onde é que vamos? Nek vamos. So all these little things start to happen, like with the contractions that exist within that structure, that you're going to get lost in this if you're not aware of their existence. So, onde é que, where is it that? Como é que vamos? Como é que se chega lá? How does one get there? Como é que chego lá? How do I get there? Como é que chego lá? Quanto é que é? How much is it? Quanto é que é? Quanto é que é? Quanto é sufficient? Quanto é que é? That's leveling up and sounding like a native speaker. At least in my neck of the woods of Figueira da Foz, Beira Litoral, Coimbra, it's how we speak. So just something to keep in mind that é que, it's going to be there in most of your question constructs. Até a próxima. Tchauzão.